To our results board because we just have had a race called. This is the GOP primary for CD1, and Jay Feely, the former Cardinals kicker, broadcaster for CBS, is now the projected nominee for CD1. He defeats Joseph Chaplick and John Trobo.
And this is go back to the golden ticket thing. Again, a Trump-endorsed candidate.
Not just the golden ticket. Jay Feely was endorsed by Trump, but Jay Feely lives in Gilbert, which is about 30 minutes away from this district.
Is that allowed?
Pardon me? That is constitutional. It bears repeating because we get this question a lot. The Constitution says you only have to live in the state, not in the district if you're running for Congress. Comes up all the time. We have about 3 members of Congress who do not live in their district.
Interesting.
So, big surprise there. But Jay Feely was endorsed, began his race in CD5. And then when Mark Lamb, former Sheriff Mark Lamb, got into the CD5 race, he was endorsed by Trump. Donald Trump gave Jay Feely a little nudge and said, hey, why don't you go north to CD1? And so that's what Jay Feely did. And now he is going to be in a race that is going to be a pitched battle over the next 100 or so days for the seat, as we said earlier, that could decide which party controls Congress. It's quite a transformation.
Yeah. All right. Well, good night for the Jay Feely watch party. Let's head out live to Chase, who is standing by there with the CD1 race for the Republicans. Jay Feely is being called as the nominee. Chase, I hear lots of claps and cheers behind you.
Creepy, that's right. They're actually watching the 12 News live stream right now, and so they just heard the announcement that the race has been called for Jay Feely. So that's what that reaction was, everyone finding out about those initial results coming in. We're at the watch party for Jay Feely right now here in Scottsdale. We spoke with him exclusively, I would say about an hour ago, telling us he felt very good going into tonight's race, saying that he felt confident, that he knocked on plenty of doors, made all those phone calls leading here into tonight. As we mentioned, Jay Feely, former Arizona Cardinals kicker. He was in the NFL for 14 years, made the switch over to broadcasting, and he did that up until he made the announcement that he was going to run for Congress. He's the only candidate in this race that has President Donald Trump's endorsement. He said that he's been friends with President Trump for about 20 years and says that endorsement means so much to him, and we definitely know, especially in primaries when it comes to GOP candidates, that Trump endorsement is basically a golden ticket to make it past the primary and head into the election. And we also have to keep talking about just how competitive of a race this is right now. It's a swing seat. Depending on who takes over in November, it could determine who controls the U.S. House of Representatives, and Feely told me that's one of the reasons why he wanted to run for this seat. He says he's not doing it for political gain. He's not doing it for the money. He really just wants to serve his constituents here. We are expecting Mr. Feely to be giving a speech here to talking about this maybe within the next hour, working on the details of trying to get a live interview from him. But again, the whole crowd still watching the live stream. I'm seeing myself on TV right now, just reacting to this news that they've been waiting so long to hear. Of course, we'll be sure to bring you that live interview of what Jay Feely has to say about those initial results as soon as they come in, but we'll sure to bring it back to you guys in studio.
Hey, well, tell him we said thanks for watching 12 News coverage.
It's kind of interesting because a first-time candidate out of the gate, former football player, former broadcaster, gets the endorsement from Donald Trump, agrees to change districts, and is an early call by the AP to win the primary.
Yeah, and just so you know, Jay Feely does have a history with Donald Trump. One of Jay Feely's stops as an NFL kicker was with the New York Jets. He got to know Donald Trump in New York. They apparently have gone golfing. They have gone golfing together. So there is a relationship there before Jay Feely entered politics. And just as a political junkie, it's kind of fun to read Jay Feely's campaign finance reports. Because if you're a football fan, you recognize a lot of the names, including the NFL commissioner as a donor. Robert Kraft, owner of the New England Patriots. A lot of former NFL players have donated to his campaign. So here he is, first-time candidate, and wins.
Slam dunk.
Easily.
In a district where he does not live.
Right.
Which is because
that's the most interesting part of
all right. And the question can be asked, who is Jay Feely going to face in November?